Today, we're going deep. We're going to explore how one of the world's most powerful plants, a simple golden root, can actually fight a hidden fire inside your own body.
You know the feeling? It starts quietly, way before your alarm is set to go off. It's that low-grade, nagging discomfort in your joints, a feeling that says good morning before you've even had a chance to open your eyes. It feels like you're locked up from the inside. So in this explainer, we're going to connect that feeling to the actual science behind it. We'll look at the body's inner fire, and then dive into the incredible science of turmeric. We'll also cover what the big health authorities are saying, how to actually prepare it so it works, and some really common mistakes to avoid. Then we'll wrap it all up in the complete protocol.
To really get a handle on the solution, we've got to understand the problem first. And this isn't about a sprain or an injury you can see. This is a process that's happening deep down, right inside your cells.
It's called chronic inflammation. Now, I want you to think of it like a fire alarm in your body that's just stuck in the on position. It's this constant, smoldering immune response that just never really shuts off. And you know, both the World Health Organization and the National Institutes of Health now agree that this persistent state, it's a major driver of modern disease.
So, how does this whole fire get started on a molecular level? Well, it's basically a four-step chain reaction. First, some kind of trigger, a stress signal, shows up at one of your cells. That sets off step 2. A little protein that's been acting like a safety brake gets released. This unleashes a molecule called NF-kappa B. And in step 3, it literally rushes into the cell's command center, the nucleus. And then the final step, it flips the on switch for a bunch of genes that crank out inflammatory proteins, telling your whole body to sound the alarm.
And here's why that matters so much. NF-kappa B isn't just a small piece of the puzzle. It's the master regulator. Think of it as the general giving the order to launch the entire inflammatory attack. If you can control NF-kappa B, you can control the fire.
Okay, so where does our golden root fit into all of this?
Well, the answer is hiding inside its unique chemical makeup, something that's been perfected over millions of years of evolution.
What's so fascinating is that turmeric isn't just one single thing. It's more like a tiny, complex pharmacy packed into a root. You've got the famous curcuminoids, with curcumin being the star of the show, of course, but you also have essential oils, polysaccharides, and resins. It's the whole team working together that really gives turmeric its power.
And this right here, this is the secret. Curcumin, that main active compound, steps right into that inflammatory pathway we just talked about. It actually stops that safety brake from getting released in the first place, which means NF-kappa B never even gets the chance to rush into the nucleus. The order is never given. The fire alarm is silenced before it even has a chance to ring.
Now, this isn't just some ancient folklore or a new wellness trend. Let's take a look at the official guidance from some of the major international health authorities. Let's see what the actual evidence says.
You can see a really clear pattern emerging here. In Europe, you've got authorities like the EMA and Germany's Commission E that have recognized its use for digestive issues for a long time. But look what happens when we zoom out. The World Health Organization's official monograph specifically notes turmeric's traditional use for inflammatory conditions. And over in the US, the NCCIH is funding research right now into its anti-inflammatory activity. You can literally see the official consensus building around this.
So we know what it does, and we know it's officially recognized, but how do we actually use it? Because getting those powerful compounds out of the plant and into our bodies, well, that requires a pretty specific approach.
In traditional systems, you almost never see turmeric working by itself. It's usually paired with ginger, and this slide shows you why there's such a power couple. While turmeric is busy targeting that master NF-kappa B switch, ginger is working on different inflammatory pathways. So think about it like this. Turmeric stops the general from giving the main order, while ginger deals with some of the messengers already out on the battlefield. Together, you get much broader coverage than either one could ever manage on its own.
But there's a catch. Curcumin is famously difficult for our bodies to absorb, and that's where two crucial activators come into play. First, just a tiny amount of black pepper. Its active compound, piperine, actually runs interference, blocking enzymes in your gut and liver that would normally just chew up the curcumin. This boosts absorption dramatically. Second, you need a source of fat, like milk, because that helps the fat-soluble curcuminoids dissolve so your body can actually use them.
So how do we put all that together? This gives you the exact protocol for a traditional golden milk. You're going to combine 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 of ginger, and that all-important pinch of black pepper with some milk. Then you just heat it gently for about 8 to 10 minutes, take it off the heat, cover it, let it steep, and then strain it. This is the time-tested way to unlock the plant's full potential.
Now, like with any powerful botanical, using it correctly and safely is everything. There are a few key things you really need to be aware of to get all the benefits while avoiding any potential issues. Let's start with the mistakes people make all the time. As we've just seen, using it without black pepper or fat really limits what your body can absorb. It's also so important to understand that this is about cumulative benefit over time. It's not an instant fix like a painkiller. And for anyone on certain medications like anticoagulants or with specific conditions like gallstone disease, using high-dose supplements is something you absolutely need to discuss with your doctor.
And this just reinforces the most critical safety points, straight from official medical sources. This is especially for anyone thinking about high-dose supplements. It's best avoided completely if you have gallstone disease. There's a potential interaction with blood thinners. It can affect how your liver processes certain drugs, and it's a good idea to take it separately from iron supplements to make sure you absorb both properly.
All right, we've gone through the science, we've looked at the evidence, and we've covered the preparation. So now, let's bring it all together.
All of this information, the detailed science, the preparations, all the safety data for turmeric and a whole host of other botanicals, it's all been put together in one complete guide by a chartered scientist. You can get the book by visiting NatraMed.co.
And hey, as a thank you for watching this all the way through, we have a special offer just for you. If you comment with the word GOLDEN below, we will send you a copy of the Herbal Wellness Protocol, which is a 35-pound value completely free.
If you found this useful and you want to learn more, do us a favor and like this explainer so we know to make more. And subscribe so you never miss one. Oh, and that also means turning on your notifications. See you in the next one.